Greetings, family and friends. It's Terry, and I've got another vlog in the works. I thought I'd start out with this viewpoint. You can see my lovely cell phone over there, and my lovely Skyrim map on my wall. I love it. It was a gift. It was a gift for my birthday, and I love it very much. It was sent to me from England. Well, sort of. Someone in England sent it from a company in America, so yeah, there you go. It was sent by Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. I love it. I love you, and I love it, and it's awesome. And yeah, back to the news. So let's see, where should I begin? I have bad news, and I have great news. And it would seem that the majority of news I have is going to be good news. So, yeah, here I am posting a vlog again because I've got lots of good news. I think I'll start with the bad news first, though, just to, get it out of the way. And the fact that it's not really bad news anymore since it was resolved last week. So, yeah, last week there were some problems, and not just for me. Let's see, where should I start? I'll start with my neighbors. One of my neighbors apparently had plumbing issues because there was a plumbing van, and then there was like a cleanup crew van. So I'm guessing they had some plumbing issues. And yeah, I saw a guy carrying a sink, so they probably had to replace their whole sink. It looked pretty bad for them. But they got it all taken care of, I think. And another one of my neighbors, the next door neighbor to that neighbor, I think well, I don't know for sure, but being a nosy neighbor, I assumed that it was the father of the family had a heart attack, I think, because, or I don't know, it could have been anything. Could have been a stroke or something, but all we saw was like an ambulance and lots of flashing lights because it was late at night and somebody in a stretcher being taken away in the ambulance. So I don't know, not good. I wish the best for him and his family. Hope that everything's okay on that end. As for the bad news pertaining to me, my fancy schmancy medical bed, known as a Clinitron bed, it kind of broke down. Yeah, which is a terrible thing for someone like me that depends on it so much. It's like a $50,000 bed. It's not a cheap item. It's more expensive than most cars, and it broke last week, and that was a bad day. I had to sleep one night without it. I went back to my previous bed that I used to sleep on, which is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and I discovered that I couldn't last more than 4 hours in that bed. It was just too uncomfortable. I didn't realize it until that night that I depend on this bed more than I ever knew. I, I, I remember when I first got it, I was hesitant of it. I didn't think I'd get used to it because unlike the Tempur-Pedic mattress bed, it doesn't have the ability to raise the legs of the bed. It's not like a hospital bed, and I was worried that I'd never adjust to it. But I guess over the years of using it, I've really gotten used to it, and that one night without it, it was pretty unbearable. I couldn't sleep like that. I ended up sleeping half the night in my chair in the reclined position because my electric wheelchair can go vertical, kinda. It's not the most comfortable sleeping setup, but it was the best I could do that night, that morning. So yeah. But even though it was broken, it's still under warranty. So we were able to call the Clinitron bed company, and a guy came out to the house the next day, and luckily enough for me, he had a spare engine in his truck, or whatever this bed runs on. It's like a air conditioning unit, really. He took the old one out, and he put a new one in, and thank God it's working good again. 'Cause I could last a weekend maybe sleeping like that on the Tempur-Pedic, but in the long haul, it would be very bad. So I'm glad that he was able to fix it and replace the part, and I'm back in business for now. So the good news is that the bed is fixed, and I'm sleeping good again. And I've got other great news. This news is maybe double great because it's about my wounds. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know that I've been going through pressure sores for the past several years. I'm just, I'm skin and bones. So, I get pressure sores easily. And I overcame them once before. Graduated wound clinic. And several months later, they came roaring back. And I went to the doctor today, and the good news is I don't have to go back. So yay me! I don't have to go see the doctor anymore. And I am so happy about that. It's been so long. The health nurse is still gonna come see me every Thursday, but I'm just relieved. I don't have to go to the doctor's office anymore because not everyone realizes this, but going to the doctor is a workout for me. It wears me out. It stresses me out. Um, a few times that I went to go see the doctor and they lay me down on that bed and everything, I feel like I can't breathe. I start having those anxiety attacks because I don't have my BiPAP, I don't have my oxygen, and it just freaks me out. But I'm glad to say that I don't have to go back, and I will do my best to keep off my wounds as much as I can. They're not completely gone yet, but they're good enough that the doctor says that I don't have to come back. They're mostly closed. So yeah, they're no more than uh scabs, sort of. So yeah, I'm really happy. So glad. But that's about it. That's it for Terry News. I'll make my next vlog whenever something else happens in my life. So until then, take care everyone. Stay safe and have fun doing whatever it is that you do. Take care.